Alright, I attack Rev. Archimina Guilford and attack for game. Well, that was draining. I don't know why we have to play card games for the sake of saving the world. I mean, in Yu-Gi-Oh! It makes sense, but here, I don't understand, Trio. Why would this be a thing? This isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! This is like real life. I think. I don't know. I just don't know. If it is, I just know it's real life. Hey, it's not my fault that you have to train to play a children's card game to save the world. I say you must be prepared for everything, including playing a children's card game against the ultimate evil. Well, Kaiba, well, that is ridiculous, I know, but, well, Mr. Kaiba, my voice is inconsistent again, does that. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Tyler. But, anyways, this is how saving the world is gonna be, and you're gonna accept that. And now go on to whatever this YouTube video you're gonna do in the, today, or whatever. Fine. I'll go do that. After this video, I'm probably gonna do more card game training and other types of training and whatever. Mentors. Alright. Hold on. Wait, hold. Before I start, I gotta do this. There we go. Oh, wait. It could be, It is the month of October, so I just feel like this slang would be more fitting, if you will, for a special comparison between Frankenstein's monster. And yes, Frankenstein is actually the name of the scientist who made the monster, but according to Linkarta, the Frankenstein was also the name of the monster, so yeah. Both the scientist and the monster are named Frankenstein. Just one's just has first name is Victor. So yeah, we're gonna compare him to the we're gonna do a comparison video of Frankenstein and the Human Torch. No, not the Fantastic Four. There's Johnny Storm, the original Golden Age character called the Human Torch. Called a character named Jim Hammond. For those of you that don't know, the original Human Torch debuted all the way back in 1939. And he is also the first official superhero of Marvel Comics. And because he was Marvel's first ever official superhero and character, this would explain why Marvel has so many fire-based characters. This also kind of makes the original Human Torch parallel to the Ben 10 alien heat blast, as they kind of similar looking at they're both fire-based characters who are basically on fire, and heat blast has lava rocks on him, and basically Heat Blast was the first alien from the Ben 10 franchise, and the original Human Torch was the first official superhero of Marvel. Though that would probably explain the rights issues with the Human Torch back in the late 70s and early 80s. That resulted in creation of Herbie the Robot and Firestar. The funny thing about the original Human Torch is that he is actually an android, and in fact in the Marvel Universe, the first ever android built. I'll get to that later. Okay, look, Android Torch just doesn't sound right. And besides, Phineas Horton owned the trademark to the Human Torch name at the time, before being used by Johnny Storm, of course. After the Human Torch's first appearance, he would go on to become a police officer, take on the name Jim Hammond, and battle with Namor the Submariner, fought alongside with the Submariner and Captain America, forming a team of called Invaders with a sidekick of his own named Toro, who had the same powers as him because he was connected to his creation somehow because of, well, he was thought to be a mutant, but turned out to be an inhuman. Well, and then the Torch got, well, new sidekick for a bit after the World War II, and then he was, well, in stasis for a while. Was used by a mad thinker to fight the Fantastic Four, which includes his modern namesake Johnny Storm. Then he seemingly died again, and his body got duplicated by a future version of Kang the Conqueror, and that duplicate became the Vision, and then he got resurrected again. Then he seemingly died again. Then he got resurrected again, and then he joined S.H.I.E.L.D. It's a whole bunch of stuff. When the Fantastic Four were being created, they repurposed the Human Torch name and powers for the character of Johnny Storm. And like the Flash and Green Lantern, Johnny Storm had nothing to do with the original Human Torch. And also because Johnny was endowed with cosmic rays like the others, members of the Fantastic Four. Well, Johnny did get a girl named Frankie Ray, who had connections to the original Human Torch, and she also had fire powers, and she became a herald of Galactus. Oh. Yeah, Johnny's got this thing where he just always loses a girlfriend. Somehow. That's kind of sad. Man, this video is just an essay on the original Human Torch. Let's just get to Frankenstein. Now, with Frankenstein, we all know this story. He's a guy who was created by a guy named Victor Frankenstein. And I know you're gonna do the "it's alive" jokes. A quote so famous that even adaptations of the Frankenstein that are more faithful to the book than the Universal movie even use that phrase. Okay? We know the joke. We know the joke. And you're gonna put a Gargoyles clip where Santa Claus saying, "I always want to say that. I know you're gonna think that joke. I love it. Do it. I love that joke." The creature let loose somehow. People are terrified of the monster. The monster has some sympathy, and, well, tragedy strikes her something. And that's a story we all know. So let's compare Frankenstein and the original Human Torch. Look into the cover of Marvel Comics issue number 1, and yes, that's where the company that would become Marvel got its title from. Portrays the Human Torch as an evil demonic monster, even though in the story that's clearly not the case. The movie poster for the original Frankenstein 1931 Universal movie is one of those classic movie posters with Frankenstein's head being displayed in those classic 30s movie words. And also there's a tagline on top that says, "The original horror show." Oh gee, gotta point out here, I just Love the Human Torch giving the Kruger thumbs up here in this panel. All over the here. That's just top over there. That's just nice. As I said, with the ironicity of his name, the Human Torch was actually the world's, well, Marvel's, Earth's first android created by a professor called Phineas Horton. However, as soon as the Human Torch has one tiny flaw in him, that he would burst into flames when exposed to oxygen. And, well, not unlike how Frankenstein was also an artificial man and scientific breakthrough that has a flaw with him, and that's Frankenstein, well, looks like stitched up parts. A Frankenstein, if you will. As the Human Torch's flaw was considered a problem, the reporters and some people consider destroying the torch, but Horton decides just to, well, seal him away till Horton can find a way to cure the Human Torch's, well, flames and fix his flaw. Unfortunately, a leak of air broke through and the Human Torch was freed, and while he running through the streets and he keeps burning everything, and well, people were fearing him, not like what the X-Men, Spider-Man, and the Hulk have to go through. And it's also what Frankenstein has to suffer through because of his appearance and some adaptations, his demeanor. After that, this is where they are past divergent with the Human Torch coming across a gangster named Sardo, and then Sardo tried to use him for ransom, and then after a fight with Sardo, the Torch gained the ability to control his flames, and and the Torch became a hero, and that's the end of the story. For Frankenstein, well, the path depends on the adaptation of Frankenstein. But I'm just gonna mention 1931 ending because that's the most well-known version, because with that version we all know the story because of the Frankenstein's monster crashing, burning down, and his fate probably unknown. He's alive in sequels, so yeah. And those are my comparisons on the original Human Torch and Frankenstein. And that's about it for this video. Hey guys, if you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, hit that notification button, and, well, also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Tyler Slookwood, also known as Tyler's Awesome too. And peace, and check out more videos, by the way. Oh, and, oh yeah, by the way, happy Halloween.